Very well then, I shall leave you to enjoy your breakfast. I still have to find the head of the maid corpse. She's been missing since yesterday.
Experta,
Yes,
didn't we find her in Iris' bed like the last time?
that is correct.
Yeah, so like Alyssia will just like, have you tried looking in Iris' bed?
As you say that, she pulls the covers on Iris's bed and there's nothing there.
Alyssia strikes. Well, worth a try.
The maid looks very confused at you and says, anyway, I shall leave you to enjoy your breakfast. Once you are done and leave the house, I'll make sure to prep everything here for you. And she fucks off. So, Alyssia, who do you want to find to talk to?
You know the giant bat dude?
Yep.
Like he seems to be someone who is somewhat in the know, but like not overly super high up the food chain.
Right, so you managed to quite easily find him. Ah, yes, hello, can I help you with something?
Well, a matter of curiosity, really. You'll forgive me if I seem a bit ignorant, but not too much is spoken about your kind in our society. However,
Please.
there are two names I actually have heard of before coming here, which one is, and she tells him the name of the Duke, or whatever the fuck he was a Duke, right? Yeah?
Duke Kedrick Vernon.
Yes, and Alyssia will put a little flair on it, like making it sound like he's, you know, the savior or whatever. And also, and I don't remember the woman, like the name of the vampire woman we met in the dream realm, but...
Ciel Brunstein.
And also Ciel Brunstein. And
as you mentioned that name, by the way, his eyes go wide with surprise.
And she's just like, I take it she's bad.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long while. Usually people just try not to speak her name at all. How would you learn about her? She's supposed to be this community's greatest secret.
Well, since the war and all, there's a bunch of rumors that are floating around in certain circles. Most of them are unsubstantiated, but I take it by your expression that one is quite true.
No one can just randomly learn her name. Especially not somebody who's not a vampire.
Well, the originator of the rumor might have been a vampire. I don't know.
I find that exceedingly hard to believe, but carry on. Why have you mentioned that name? What do you wish to know?
Well, from what I've been told, she seems to be, I don't know, viewed as the doom or the end of something or whatever. And
Quite
so I'm
a few
curious,
people are afraid of her, that is true.
And so I'm curious, how can one individual be so powerful that everyone is so afraid?
Well, he has a particular set of skills that are, shall we say, quite inconvenient for our society and us as a species. As such, she is extremely, well, inconvenient.
That seems... Forgive my ignorance, but that seems less concerning than your reaction would have maybe made me believe.
As I said, it is one of our greatest secrets. This community in particular. For just a person, as in human, to know her name is unheard of.
Well, in that case, I shall return to my companions. I bid you good day.
Remember, speak to no one about that name. It can bring nothing but harm.
No worries. I'm not in the habit of flapping my mouth to just about anyone.
Good. At any case, I shall go back to my duties. Make sure to summon me if there's anything else you need.
Yana was gonna go and talk to the champion, wasn't she?
Oh?
Well, Iris will go, but she's gonna be...
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Okay, if you guys wanna do that, we can do
but I'm
that.
probably gonna fuck it up because I'm not eloquent. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what. I don't know how to politic.
Neither do I.
Well, I mean,
Like,
we'll see how it works
our
out.
characters, like, Iris wants to have fun and all that stuff, and our characters are just plopped into a world which our characters do not fit in their way of doing things. It's like, well,
You can just do things your way, man. Have fun. Right.
I tried doing that and I got told off for it.
Well, not by me.
Yeah, I keep getting told off by Lucy and Yana every 5 seconds when I try
Well, that's
doing
not my
things
fault.
differently.
Right. You guys once again head off to the castle. Luckily this time the trip is far less eventful than last time. However, on your way there, since you'd have to take some particular backwards roads to get there, you notice the remains of the, well, escapade yesterday. Some of the road has been destroyed, there's some rubble left and right, a few knocked over trees. Yeah. All on you. As you guys begin entering the castle, simply for convenience sake and saving up space from pictures, I will bring you to this one, even though you're not actually inside the ballroom right now. And as you are inside the castle, you notice down the hallway, this guy, Jacob Yokev, is making his way rather shakily on his feet. You see that he has a mug in each hand and he's spilling his cheap ass beer left and right. And as he walks past a particular set of armor that's set up, he removes the headpiece and actually pukes inside the armor. Ugh! God damn, that thing has a kick. There we go. He puts the helmet on backwards and continues shambling down the corridor. Oh! Iris! You never told me you had sisters.
What?
One,
You're not meant to be
two,
drinking
three,
that stuff.
4 sisters! Wow, Iris, you're quintuplets?
She crosses her arms and says, "You're not meant to be drinking that stuff. You know you're not."
Are you my mother? Ugh.
Hey, Experta.
I can drink all I want. Yes.
Can I judge whether or not he's actually drunk or just playing?
Roll me perception. For all intents and purposes, you think this man is drunk.
Alright then.
What you doing out here? The party's in there, and he points off in a random direction that assumingly where the ballroom is.
We're gonna be heading there soon enough. Actually, what are you doing out here?
Me? I don't know. I was supposed to do something. I don't remember. What was I doing?
You wouldn't be trying to get away from your retinue, would you?
Huh? Wow. Nah. Why would I do that? I'm the head of the household. I can do what I want.
Because they've been trying to take away your drink, maybe?
Pfah! Nobody can take my drink away. I am the noble and prestigious lord of House Yekev. I can do whatever the hell I want. And as he says that, you notice a giant man is standing behind him and reaches over Jacob and snacks both drinks out of his hands. I told you to stop drinking. And he basically crushes both cups in his arms with the liquid spilling over Jacob. Oh god, what a waste! You see Jacob is starting to lick his clothes, trying to get some alcohol out of them. The guy who is clearly some kind of, well, beast folk, looks at him angrily and picks him up by the collar like a stray kitten. And you would be? He looks towards you guys.
It was Shirokawa. Hello.
My name's Leoric. I'm one of the representatives for House Yakov. If you excuse me, My lord seems to be piss poor drunk, so we'll be off.
Of course. Oh, and I'm representing Butterfly.
He's already walked off without giving a fuck.
I turn to, wait a minute, who is this? Is it Lucretia or Yana with me?
Yana,
Okay.
Lucretia again does not think it's a good idea
Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna
to be here.
turn around to Yana and see. I didn't know we were allowed to bring furry mountains into the arena.
Yana's just kind of shaking her head as she continues along.
Seriously,
By the way,
besides that guy.
as you say that, there is from down the hallway, you hear, Achoo!
Poor guy, poor guy.
So I'm assuming you guys are gonna go off to do your official business.
Uh-huh. I still don't
Right.
know what his motivation for allowing me to be here is, but I know what my motivation is.
Right. As you enter the quarters of household Kulari, you are stopped by a couple of guards that tell you to wait as one of them goes to announce your intentions of meeting someone. Is there anything specific you wish to say?
To Satan or to the person we're trying to get to bow out?
Well, you came to the Kulari household's quarters, and apparently you want to meet somebody. Is there something in particular you want to say?
That you wish to receive a competition, you know, that sort of things he means.
I just want to do lighthearted political back and forth banter.
Sounds about right. Right. So after a while, the guard that went off to announce your intentions returns and says, follow me. Who did you say you wish to speak with again? I believe that you were given a name, by the way. I don't remember. Wait, did you get a name for their champion?
No.
Not
okay,
quite
you know
certain
what?
we didn't.
I'm gonna say that you probably did. So the one that you are want to meet is actually called Desdemona. So the guard says that she apparently is unavailable. However, there is somebody else that is willing to speak with you on her behalf. And no, it's not Satan. So are you guys fine with that?
Probably not going to work as well, but I guess don't really got much of another choice.
Right. So you are brought deeper into the Kulari household's temporary abode. You enter what seems to be a private chamber. However, most of the furniture has been, well, removed. And you see a lot of painting supplies, as this has been turned into an impromptu art studio. And apparently, the person that you meet is there.
I bet 10 gold it's Logan.
As you enter the room with the person, the guards bow to this man, and they announce you, since I've assumed that you've given your names, and then they turn to you and say, "This is Marco Kulari. He has taken interest in speaking with you on this matter. We shall be outside if we are needed." And with that, they leave the room.
Ah, I see. It is Logan. I was correct.
What?
I'm joking. Anyway, is this guy actually painting in blood?
Yes, he is using human blood to paint portraits and other things. You also notice that he likes using fresh paint, as one of his, shall we say, suppliers of paint is still slightly twitching, barely alive.
Not my problem. I'm going to introduce myself.
Yes. The representatives of House Bloodfallen, how amusing. I believe that you wished to speak with Desdemona. She is indisposed at the moment, as you have probably been told by the guards. Can I help you with something?
Ayana's going to inquire as to why she's indisposed.
She seems to be rather moody right now.
Might we be able to come back and talk at a later date?
That would be inconvenient, as it's close to the tournament. She needs to get ready. Basically implying, no, I'm not gonna let you fucking talk to her.
Yeah, he knows if we just ask her, she's probably gonna withdraw.
Now then, is there anything else that you wish to discuss? Or can we call this one done? My paint is beginning to dry.
I
Guess
suppose
that's it.
we have nothing else to talk about then.
Very well then. The guards will escort you out. Be on your way. By the way, as you guys are leaving, you notice that the guards are not actually at the door as you guys leave. So there's actually nobody to escort you or watch over you.
You know?
From what you can tell, there seems to be quite the commotion a couple of doors down. Since you were in the inner part of the castle, this is basically where the most important people are. So the rooms are a bit more lavish. So as you go down the corridor, there's one more room that sticks out basically. And considering you're meeting the champion, they've probably got the best room.
Yes, he's gonna poke Yana, point towards the door. Yana.
In that particular way, by the way, you see that there's quite the commotion of girls going in and out from time to time. Most of them half naked.
Yana.
Yes,
I think that may be the room.
I am aware.
She looks back towards the door that's closed and then back towards Yana. Yana. Let's go talk.
Yes. You can talk to her if you would like. I'll wait outside.
This is your thing. What are you doing? Come on.
Out of character, I don't want to get caught doing this sort of shit.
They're just gonna sigh and go, okay. They're just gonna walk towards it.
Right. As you approach the door, Iris, you hear the giggles from inside as people are apparently having fun of only one gender fun, if you know what I mean. Are you gonna walk in? Since there's pretty much a commotion all the time, left and right, so
Is it a
you
giant
can't exactly
gay
knock
orgy?
and enter the room.
Probably.
I'm just gonna, since the door,
I
people are
especially
going in
don't
and out,
want
I'm
to-
just gonna peeking as the door's opening. It's like, hi, as it walks away and peeks in. Like,
Inside, you see there's lavish tables with food left and right. Most of it actually meant for humans of all things, since she seems to be surrounded by a lot of human females, and they're having quite a lot of fun on a massive giant bed that can probably house 20 people. She is sitting on the edge of the bed, this particular demon, and there doesn't seem to be any guards around. She suddenly lifts her head towards you and says, "Ah, an unexpected guest. I haven't seen you here, dearie. Are you new?"
You could say that. I'm gonna look back towards the other and like look towards Alyssia. Says, "This is your thing," before stepping inside.
Alyssia peeks in through the door as well. Intrigued.
This is my friend. by the
Of
way.
course she is.
Then
As
Alyssia
she
will
takes a look at both you, Alyssia and Iris, she says, "Well, it's clear that you do not know the rules around here. You are quite overdressed, my dears."
Well, you would be very much correct. Yes. You could say we were here to see the competition, but also a
Oh,
fact.
she immediately interrupts you. "You came here to see the competition, huh? Well, that seems like such a lovely idea. Why don't you come closer, dear? Let's get to know each other better. I've never exactly kept it to myself, the fact that fighting is boring. Or the fact that, well, you know, there's no point even trying this time around, since Urias is going to win. If you're asking me if I want to participate or not, honestly, don't feel like it. But it's been a while, so I might as well make sure that I stay in shape.
Oh, but there's so many other ways you can stay in shape.
Combat does have its perks. While I do agree that fighting some large, brutish, sweaty men would be quite annoying, I imagine, shall we say, sweating it out there with somebody as lovely as you has its perks. Just violently pushing you on the floor as you look at me submissively. wondering what's going to happen next as you fear for your life. As I run my tongue down your neck, teasing you with my teeth. And she continues to get descriptive, by the way. Let's keep it at that. I thought you came here because you want me to drop from the competition just like everybody else. That's interesting. It almost sounded like you want to fight me, Iris.
She's just smiling away. She's checking him out.
You get the message cantrip in Iris gets telepathy. Are you actually thinking of keeping her in the tournament?
No.
Look, you can fuck her if you want to. Just get her to withdraw. Yana's still pointedly not in the room.
Yeah, it's like just hearing it down the hallway of a conversation. God damn it, I wonder. By the way, she could probably sense that Iris is trying so hard. It's like, what would it take? It's like, oh, I want to fight, but no.
You were the last household to contact me. Many of them were stopped by that impudent man. A few actually talked with me. I'm going to tell you the same thing I did to them. I'm not going to drop out. And she paused very dramatically and goes, but now that I had a chance to talk, I changed my mind. They did warn you that she's very whimsical like that. Tell you what, Iris. Since the other ones were, well, disgusting, signaling that apparently all they sent was male representatives, how's about a little trade? You do a little something for me, and maybe I'll do a little something for you.
And this little something would be...
You want me to drop out of the competition, don't you? Well, in that case... If you really want me to drop out of the competition so badly... She then tips her glass just a little bit, and the liquid begins pouring down her leg. Why don't you help me out and lick this off?
Now, Yana being like right next to it could probably see it's definitely a pride thing at this point. It's like, is she doing this to demean me? Because there's two options here.
Oh my god, do you think?
By the way, as you were wrestling with the thought inside your head, Iris, you see that she's getting more and more excited. You see a blush appear on her face and her eyes get twisted in an evil, sadistic manner. She's enjoying watching you, well, writhe under that decision that you were just given.
No, yeah, Iris just shakes her head with a smirk. She's not gonna do it.
How truly disappointing. She makes a very grand gesture of showing off how her leg slowly gets to the side of the bed, giving you a, shall we say, very interesting view as a few girls on the edge of the bed begin to greedily lap out the liquid from her foot. Oh, such a shame, Iris. Though, it does bring me joy that you considered it for a while. Your expression was quite lovely there for a moment. Now then, I believe that... Sorry, what? What?
No. Someone just posted something in a different chat.
Oh. Now then, I believe I should take that as we do not have a deal, Iris.
Iris nods.
So,
have a nice day,
by the way,
Desmona.
there seems to be a commotion outside the room because some guards just noticed that apparently the guests that were here were left unattended and they're missing. So the next moment, actually, before that, Desdemona looks towards you, Yana, and says, it feels like there's already a sadistic person in your life. I wonder where he is right now. Anyway, she snaps her fingers and you get teleported out of her clan's quarters. Alyssia, you're butt-ass fucking naked in the hallway, but at least your clothes and gear are at your feet.
Well, I'm in the
Yana is
hallway, right?
leaving.
Yep.
Not in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's great. Time to get dressed again. And hide all my weapons.
Right. So, is there any type of information you guys want to get before we move on?
Basically other competitors. If there's anybody other willing to bow out or something. You know.
Since most of them are keeping that sort of information hidden, the only way for you guys to get it would be to get into closer relationships with the clans or make them spill some beans, like Jacob, for instance, did. Because, well, shall we say, he is very Iris-like, as we've learned so far.
Yeah, I compared the drunk guy that spills all of his secrets
So,
and is too
even though you
retarded to do
cannot
stuff
get
to
any
you.
particular information right now
Hey.
ahead of time, once the competition begins and they start going out and doing things, you will be able to get a lot of information on them.
Much made
Also,
points.
I'm assuming we'll figure out what exactly this poison does later. Because I have no idea.
Yeah, don't worry about it. By the way, just so we're clear, I just like the aesthetic, that's why I chose this picture. There's not actually a fucking table in the middle of the arena, no. Yes, they're all about social and political bullshit, but that's not actually how a tournament
Oh
works.
god, this is a tournament. Oh, we're gonna be talking our
basically all
issues.
step out on the fucking stage and they start debating like there's nobody's business, man.
Oh,
So just
god.
ignore that table. That table's not actually there.
No. They jump on top of the table, and then they start boarding off.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's not how this shit works. Okay.
Boarding intensifies.
Right. There is a magical barrier set between the statue pillars that protects the bystanders and the onlookers from taking any damage from something that may happen inside the arena. As the announcer begins doing his job, hyping everybody up for the event, blah blah blah, the organizer of the event, some ancient vampire that apparently has quite the social standing despite him not being affiliated with the households, announces some of the rewards, which are quite lovely, even though most of the vampires do not seem to care about most of them that much. After all, they only care for the first place. But there is an uproar as they announce a special reward this year. They have a special vial that apparently houses the blood of a very special individual that was mentioned earlier, but not as much. It seems that the vial contains a few droplets of their progenitor's own blood, Victor Bloodedge himself, and that immediately sends the entire arena in an uproar because that's a very fucking bold statement he made right there. But the organizer says that this is the legit shit because it was supplied by the progenitor's own wife, who is the guest of honor at the event and is overlooking everything from her skybox, think of it that way. From what you can tell, she seems to be a human-looking woman with fiery red hair, and she is dressed very flamboyantly. She's having a few girls over, having fun with them, and just enjoying the view as they're fucking feeding her.
Before you carry on, is there like another vampire? Is the information people beside us or part of our clan here? I basically turn around to them and say, wait, he still lives? I thought that was just like, oh, legend say of a progenitor sort of thing. You mean he's actually still here? That's his actual wife?
Oh yes, he is very much alive. He is immortal in any sense of the word.
Wait.
Not only time, but even normal physical attacks can do nothing to him. For all intents and purposes, he is beyond death.
Okay, so how did it get to this state?
What do you mean?
If he's still alive, how did all this happen? Because he doesn't want it to happen.
Well, as we've said previously, he manages hundreds, if not thousands of millions of communities in different time, spaces, and, well, the crowd immediately falls a bit silent and nervous because the first matchup is announced. It is a fight between House Felbrut and Urias. Felbrut were the ones favored to win, as they're the strongest and most influential household right now. However, the announcer quickly announced House Felbrut has surrendered. As such, their representative automatically loses. Urias is not even brought outside on the stage, as he wins automatically.
Wait, what? That's how it works? He doesn't even have to show up? I can't even see him?
Nope. Since his opponent basically said before the fight that he that he surrenders, Urias didn't even have to step out. And as the announcements are getting on the way, one of the people that are in charge of organizing the event walk up to your bench and say, "All right, who loses? Whose name am I putting down for surrendering?"
Iris is by the way, somebody better cover Iris' mouth because she's gonna wanna fight.
Yana does.
Iris. It's like, no, wait,
Put
shut
Iris
up.
down.
No, it's like Iris goes, hey, I don't lose. If you put me into a fight, I'm gonna fight. I warn you.
So basically what happened right now is Urias, you can immediately guess what they were aiming with this. This is basically, they thinned out, quote-unquote, the herd without actually losing any of their firepower.
Iris is gonna smile and go, I think I have to do it, guys.
As you say that, the announcer goes, "Oh, so you're surrendering, okay?
No, I'm gonna fight him.
You're surrendering."
Fighting.
In all honesty, I just want to teach you a lesson that you can't just punch. You can't beat anyone you put your mind to.
By the way, the organizer pops his head in again. So who's surrendering?
Iris is fighting him. Iris, go get ready to fight him.
What? But you can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that?
It's fucking Urias.
Your point?
Yeah. She's gonna
That's why I
anyway.
want to. Look, I'm either gonna have to face him
Okay,
later
you know
or
what?
now.
No, here. He gives you the pen and the clipboard and says, I'm not responsible for this. You put inside that you wanna fight.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wyvern.